All right, we are back, man. It's been a long time, hasn't it, man?
Yeah, man.
It's all your fault, man. You had that Dean Ambrose beanie on. Man, just real quick, what belt is it? Is it the Intercontinental belt?
No, it's specially made belt. Indy.
Oh, that's pretty bad. I like that, man.
See?
Pretty cool, man. It looks like the real deal, too.
It is the real deal. And everything.
The defending champion, Corey Waller. So, we figured since our first video ever was the Battleground review last year, it only made sense to do one this year, right, for a 1 year anniversary. It's been 1 year, man. What do you think?
Woo.
1 year on here. Time flies by too fast. Now, there's one problem. I came into the show last night like an hour and a half late, so I know the first match was Sheamus Randy. But what was the pre-show match? Because I don't remember.
Oh, God, man.
Wasn't it Barrett versus somebody?
Yeah, R-Truth.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Freaking R-Truth, man. They gotta drop that gimmick, man.
It's
reunion, man.
It's getting crazy.
Was it a good match? I didn't catch it live or anything. Was it good?
I mean, it was what it was.
That's how to move on. I forget that, man. It didn't matter. Barrett deserves better, man. He should have won Money in the Bank. All right, so I guess I'll ask you first, man. Did it seem to you like last year? Like last year was a well put together show. Last year, you could tell they put some time and effort into it. This year was kind of felt different this year, huh, man? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is, man? You think they actually booked that show like an hour before? Like, hey, this is real quick. Let's write the show out real quick.
It was due to the whole Ryback deal, man.
Yeah, because he got hurt like at a house show before this, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, that sucks for Ryback. That belt is cursed, man. First, take Daniel Bryan down, then it takes him down. All right, guys, we'll dive right in. Sheamus and Randy Orton. Awesome match. I had to go back and watch it because that was the first match I had. Those two had some great chemistry, man. What do you think about that?
Oh, definitely, man. I mean, at first I was kind of upset because, it was done in St. Louis, which was Randy's hometown.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, why did he start? But then I sort of understood it, knowing that he was probably going to rush and spend a little time with his family before he probably had to get on an airplane or something like that.
Yeah. And it was cool because last time they were there, he wasn't even there because I think he was out with an injury. So he's probably happy to be back in his hometown performing and shit. But my thing is, though, man, is that I don't think Sheamus should be Money in the Bank. I think we both agree on that. We were talking about that earlier. Like, why is Sheamus Money in the Bank, easily?
Yeah, I think it's, I think once you've already been a champion, I think Money in the Bank is pretty much pointless.
It's kind of like a downgrade, like you said before. Like, if you win the belt and you move down the ladder, like winning Money in the Bank, it's like,
Yeah.
I will say, though, they always have great chemistry, man. Like, even their older matches, Orton and Sheamus. But Orton has good chemistry with almost anybody, though. So. A good opening match for a show, you think? To get the show
it was long, too, man. It was like a good, 15 minutes?
20 minutes? 20 match? Close to it?
Yeah, I was thrilled. Glad to see who won.
Orton, man. That's your boy, man. I've been your boy for years now.
Yeah.
I guess we'll move on to the tag team match. The primetime players and the New Day. What do you think? I didn't catch this match, so I didn't see it. So how was it, man?
For what it was good, man. My complaint is that Elijah Woods guy, or whatever his name is, Ezekiel Woods, Elijah Woods. That's Frodo, ain't
it? Xavier Woods.
I said.
It's not like they matter anyway, man.
He doesn't matter, man. He's it just seemed like he was too noisy out there. He was just got that voice that annoys the hell out of you, so you can't enjoy the match.
Yeah, I don't know what. When they first formed New Day, I was kind of excited for like a New Nation Domination 2.0, but what the hell are they doing with these guys, man?
I liked it when you didn't know they were called New Day. When you thought there was going to be the Nation 2.0 or something like that.
Yeah.
But as soon as I found out it was New Day, I was like, oh, crap, this is doomed, man. It's just not good. It's like a reenactment. It's the black version of Right to Censor.
And it's like it wouldn't be so bad if they had like a long-term story for these guys, but it's like they're kind of just floating around here and there, man. But I didn't catch the match, so was it an entertaining match?
Like I said, it was good. I mean, you know, Kofi Kingston's good. Big E's nasty. You know, Titus O'Neil's just a damn monster. Honestly, I think he needs to be pushed closer to the mid card. I think he needs to go solo, honestly, man, because I think he's got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But as match was good. Like I said, the only thing is, Xavier Woods he didn't need to be there. They ruined the match for me.
Fucking New Day, man. They ain't no New Day no more. They're Old Day. They're Old Day now. So I guess we'll move on, man, to one of my this is my favorite match of the night. Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. Now, I remember we talked about this on the phone. You said this is kind of like a lose-lose situation. Well, why did you feel that way, man, first of all?
It was a lose-lose situation just because you figured around WrestleMania and a little before WrestleMania, both of these guys were on top. Let's face it, Roman was the closest to probably getting the belt.
Yeah.
And, you know, Bray Wyatt was just taking over, you know what I'm saying? He lost when he needed to lose, when the point was for him to lose, like the John Cena match. It was the point for him to lose, and then he won when it was important for him to win. But I feel that the whole Undertaker thing, I felt that you can't call yourself the new face of fear and lose every single match, man. So I felt that, you know, if Roman won, it would belittle Bray Wyatt once again, and then if Bray Wyatt won, I feel that, you know, Roman would be took down a peg. He would be more of a mid-card than a main contender.
Yeah. Well, as you know, I got my Bray Wyatt shirt on, man, for all the buzzers.
Yeah.
I gotta say, though, it seemed from the Royal Rumble that this is gonna be a year for Bray Wyatt, man, because he was the star of the Rumble this year. And now you flash forward, pretty much since the Taker feud is like, he's also kind of directionless. I mean, yeah, they gave him a win here, and it was the best match of the night, I think, so. But it's like, where do they go from here? I guess the only way to go from here is reform the Wyatt family. Bring in Bo Dallas, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and bring in more guys, man. You're right. What do you think?
I think I agree with that one.
Because I love the spot in the match where Harper got involved, even though it kind of like, you know, Bray Wyatt had to get some help to win the match,
But like I said, you may look at that as like you being a Bray Wyatt fan, as am I. You may look at it in a negative way. I look at it in a way that it didn't bury Roman because both, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the way that if it did happen, I wanted it to happen. So
yeah, it wasn't a clean win, so Reigns can get a rematch. Reigns can get a rematch down the road, man. I just hope that they do Bray Wyatt right, man. To end this year out, man. Because since that damn Taker, we're going to take her later on, man.
Yeah. Let me just add with that for people that always want to jump ship and be like, you know, John Cena is the one that buries everyone. Prime example, Taker buries a lot of people, man. I mean, you really think about it.
Super Taker, man. Super Taker.
Yeah. I mean, you figure with CM Punk, it was really the Undertaker feud that sort of dropped CM Punk down there, man. So, I mean, he's the one that's...
Yeah, I see CM Punk behind you, man. He looks angry, man. That Punk poster behind you, he looks mad in the picture, too, man. Yeah, anyway, by far, though, I thought the best match of the night, though, at least, you know. Now, moving on to the Divas match. I didn't catch the Divas match. I only caught the end of it. How was that, man? The Divas triple threat match.
I get to see, finally, you know me. Let me explain this before people misinterpreted what I say. Yeah. You know me. We've been talking since MySpace. You know, my whole thing has been the McMahon family.
Yeah, you're big McMahon Mark, man.
Definitely. All right. With that being said, I will admit what a lot of people say is Vince is sort of destroying the product, and you can tell when the product gets, you know, better or just great when it seems like Triple H or Stephanie really does take over. Like, I mean, take over. Go figure. There, NXT, you can tell Triple H is very involved there. as is Stephanie is involved in the Divas, and I say this match. Am I happy about the win? I guess I can be one of those haters that is going to go and say, oh, Charlotte's got it handed to her because of her father's name, and Ric Flair helped her get there. I might be one of those haters. Maybe she's going to prove me wrong, but I think it shouldn't have been her. I feel that till this unfolded, it needed to be Brie that won that match. I personally think, because that shows the power of Nikki and Team Bella.
Yeah.
So they finally get demolished, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been Sasha Banks. It just shouldn't have been her, because I figure Paige's team, before it's all said and done, Paige's team is going to win, man. Paige, the orange-headed girl, what's her name?
Which one is it?
Becky Lynch.
Is that the one from NXT, right?
Becky Lynch, I think.
Sasha Banks?
Sasha Banks is with Naomi and Snuka's.
Becky Lynch, I think it is, right?
Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
I just feel, as of match quality, it had what I wanted to happen, man. I didn't want it to be just 3-on-3. I'm glad that it ended up being, 9. And it was very good. You can tell the Divas, it wasn't a bathroom break, so to speak.
It wasn't a 5-man TV match that you see on Raw nowadays.
Personal opinion, it was better than the Bray Wyatt match.
Now, I remember last year, because I watched their Battleground, you weren't big on Paige. Have you warmed up to her a lot? Do you like her more now, a year later?
Yeah, same thing, man.
The same deal with Paige, man.
I don't like her, man.
Yeah, I figured you weren't a big Paige, but I will say we have 3 Diva stables. Kind of amazing.
I'm hoping for 4. I'm hoping that they bring Natalya, maybe Natalya, Emma, and Lana.
A Woman's Heart Foundation.
Yeah, bring in Lana.
Because Lana's supposed to wrestle, I heard. She's actually training to wrestle right now, so.
Yeah, she's getting ready to go against Summer Rae.
Is she still with Ziggler? Because I haven't watched Raw in a couple of weeks. Is she still with
Yeah,
Ziggler?
but he's injured, or whether it's injured or injured.
Part of the storyline, I guess.
Yeah.
Nothing happened on the show. Okay, well, I guess we'll move on to one of the more controversial matches of the night. John Cena versus Kevin Owens. A lot of people are hating on this match, man. You can't see that. John Cena strikes again, man. Dissing up everybody. What do you think?
I like the different move sets that he's been doing lately.
This year alone, he's kind of stepped up his game in moveset, man.
He definitely has, and I don't know if you did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the match. Yeah.
Did you see the part where John Cena looked like, I'm getting ready to cheat to win this damn thing? Because he was getting pissed. I love that.
Man.
I wish that part would have continued, man, because it would have made it so much better. Am I angry that he won? Not really, dude. Regardless, by far, my personal opinion, that was the best match of the night.
Better than Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Divas match was better than the Bray Wyatt one.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, man, but it's true.
You're a Bray Wyatt, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Bray Wyatt and Roman Mark, man, but I just feel the Divas stepped it up a little bit. I guess it was more involved.
Yeah.
It lasted a little bit longer. The Divas had a good 10 to 13 minutes, but people can hate, man, and like I've always said, I'm one of them guys that is a fan of somebody, and if they lose, sometimes I can see why they lost, and sometimes it's regardless, win or lose, dude, you just made a statement, and you just hung tough with John Cena. The poster, there he is right there, man. Still is the poster boy, and that ain't even main eventing because there ain't nobody really that has stepped their game up to be the John Cenas of this era, or the Rocks of this era, Stone Colds of this era, Hulk Hogan's of this era. So, I honestly think Kevin Owens might be the future. He might come from left field, man. And what perfect person to team up with and to have credibility to say that you had 3 awesome matches. You look at all 3 of the matches that they went against each other, they were all great matches. And each one had something that stood out compared to the other one. It's a proven fact. basically he's just being Kevin Owens is being a smartass, and I love the whole. I can do the 5 knuckle shuffle better than you and do my move. So by far, both of them shine. You don't have to, like I've always said, you don't have to win to look good, man. Kevin Owens looked good in that match. Hats off to both of them. Hell of a match.
And you know
Hell
what?
of a.
How many guys have beaten Cena clean though? He's one of them. You know what I'm saying?
And you still don't know if it's over yet.
Hey, we still have SummerSlam, right? We still got
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
I just think the next one, I don't think it needs to be little Kevin Owens now. Now that you don't face John Cena, you need to face the Ortons. You need to face the Batistas, the Brock Lesnars. You know,
I want Owens and Lesnar, man. Like,
you don't need to go down. You don't need to go down. No, I personally think, even though I know, predictions are already happening and supposedly WrestleMania, it's not going this way. I've always said this, man. I'm a big Kevin Stein mark, which is Kevin Owens beforehand. But I will say, man, like, he needs to be the one to go against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Build him up. He's done regardless. He may have lost twice to John Cena, but guess what? He's won clean now. So it doesn't matter. John Cena can beat him the rest of the year. He's still beat him once, and that's all that matters. And a once that's clean. How many superstars can say they have done that against John Cena?
Only The Rock recently, man. And Brock
There you
Lesnar.
go. So Kevin Owens is in.
Wait, he's in Rock and Lesnar's class, man.
There you go, man. Tell me that. But I need to. For you to say that, I don't think it needs to be like a SummerSlam thing, a Survivor Series thing for Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. I say it needs to be WrestleMania, and the reason I say that is you need to take him as just as much of a beast as Brock Lesnar.
I will say I hated the finish, but the match is damn good, man. And the one thing I will say though, it's not a typical Cena match. Like these two work so well together, man. Like they balance. It's kind of like Punk and Cena.
They look like a team that has been a tag team forever, that finally know each other's ropes. Like it's perfectly storytelling. People say John Cena don't tell a story. Bullshit. Watch the match, man, and tell me that didn't tell a story.
It's like, and even if you hate the finish, you can be happy he's in the mid card, right? Even if you hate that he won, right?
Like I said, it doesn't matter because I put money on it that Kevin Owens might be the next Intercontinental Champion.
I think Owens is too talented to fall down the ladder, man. It's not going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Don't go from John Cena to R-Truth.
R-Truth, man. I hate to knock R-Truth. I like R-Truth.
That's enough. I sing along every time he comes out. Don't get me wrong. And it's not R-Truth's fault, so don't think that. It's just that WWE shits on certain ones that actually have potential.
Yeah, R-Truth.
I think R-Truth needs to go like the old school ECW guy, New Jack.
Yeah, just go hardcore, man. Make him a badass.
He needs to be one of those ones that cut promos in a subway in New York or something and just show that rugged style, not that crime time thugged out guy. I'm talking about
or prime time players, even like money, or stuff like that.
I'm talking about thugged out. He needs to be a thugged out guy, and I think he killed it, man. I mean, he's talented, man, but I don't like the route that they've done him, man. I'm sorry.
So how about just real quick though? How about a K-Quick Road Dogg reunion? What do you think? We talked about that earlier. Bring back K-Quick.
I think R-Truth needs a tag team under his belt, but not with that gimmick. You can still do the what's up thing, but the whole doing that thing, it just looks weird. It looks like Boogeyman. Boogeyman does the same damn thing, man.
Oh man, I missed the Boogeyman.
Yeah, Boogeyman's still doing indie wrestling. I forgot who he went at.
Was he at the Rumble this year?
Yeah.
I forgot, yeah. He's in indie wrestling now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So I guess speaking of R-Truth, man, his former tag team partner, The Miz's promo. That promo was hilarious, man. I love The Miz.
Yeah, almighty, man.
What do you think about The Miz's promo, man?
Like I told you, and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat this since we don't have to constantly repeat ourselves later on down the line. He's a proven fact that you can give a shitty deal to somebody, and he can outshine that shitty deal, man, and overcome. The Miz is really the next Rock, man. He truly.
How dare you call him The Rock? But
entertainment value of it.
Yeah.
He has the it factor.
Miz is my, he's been my dude for a lot. I mean, it pains me to see him like in like mid card hell, I guess you could say. But like you said, that no matter what though, when he comes out, he's gonna irritate the fuck out of you.
There you go.
But Big Show, man, really, the Big Show, man.
Oh God.
Are you tired of the Big Show, man? Or?
Yeah. He said it best, man. He said the only time you were relevant was the Attitude Era.
And not even then, because even back in the Attitude Era, he wasn't really that much relevant. I mean, he kind of was, but.
Well, see, in the Attitude Era, technically, he was more of a NWO, WCW guy, really.
Yeah, because he was more like a hired. Well, he wasn't a hired gun, but it doesn't sound like he was. But all I know is I think Miz I want to see Miz get a title shot again. What do you think?
Yeah, but you can't rush it. That's why the Miz fell off. That's why Jack Swagger fell off. You rush something too quick, it's not going to be so great.
Yeah. Got to build the Miz back up, man. So I guess we'll move on. I'm dying to get your thoughts on this one, man. I've been waiting for this one. Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. You go first.
Yeah, you take it over that way.
Okay, my first thing was I was looking forward to this match all night. I was like, because with Lesnar, no matter what, whether you hate part-timers or not, or whatever, Lesnar always is the only one that actually brings it in the ring. But this match was like, for one, I was shocked about Rollins was taking it. And Rollins was holding up against Lesnar pretty damn good in that match. But the problem was, it's just like something still off about the damn match, man. It's just, probably because what the finish was supposed to be. For one, it was way too short. It was like 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Something was off about that match, man. It just felt kind of weird. Maybe because they had to rush it to get to the ending. And then, so I'm just going to skip to the ending. Fucking Undertaker comes back. And before I dive into anything else, I did mark out, because Undertaker's one of my boys. I'm an Attitude guy, Rider guy to the very end. Undertaker's one of those guys. But I do not want to see Taker beat Lesnar. And they had Lesnar kind of cower and feared it for a minute when he came out. And I was like, oh no, man. I hope they don't make him a chicken shit heel. I love it because it's a continuation of the streak storyline. It's a little year and a half late, but it's kind of like I'm kind of like on a. I don't know. I do not want to see a match of them again. But it was cool to see Taker again. Here we go with you, man.
All right, before we go into that with probably my long rant here, as of match quality, I know you said it was short, but what did you think of the chemistry between
They actually have good chemistry, I think, surprisingly. Rollins is doing... People say Rollins sucks in the ring. If he can hang with Lesnar, like Lesnar, I think he's doing pretty damn good. Like I said, I was shocked how much he was taking to Lesnar in the match, so... My problem, maybe because like Lesnar always does that suplex over and over again, his moves is kind of like, I was expecting more of a big ass like Attitude type of Raw, man, like fighting in the crowd on the announcement type of shit. He didn't get that.
Yo, you done?
I'm just dying for your rant, man.
All right, as of match, I was pretty much. Let me start by saying with this Bleacher Report and all them type of people, man, you ruined the damn show, man. Did I mark out? Not at all, man. I knew he was coming. The pictures, everybody posting pictures, it ruined it for me, to be honest, man. What also ruined it for me is you got a guy that choke slams a guy, and it takes him longer to get to his feet than it took Brock Lesnar to get back to his feet. You can you see the old in them. I understand the people that are diehard Attitude Era marks or, Undertaker, marks themselves, but I can see the oldness in them, man, and that sort of bothers me, man. And I always, like we've always wanted to do once before, is the safety of the, the wrestlers and stuff. And I just feel he's not going to stay away till y'all let him go. You got to end your childhood sooner or later, and go to other things. you can't stay right there, man. You got to move on. And that's why he comes back. He comes back for the fans that want him every year to come back, and the man can't even sleep. I mean, he's in pain daily, real shit. And I just feel it was a half-ass and much less to make Brock Lesnar out to be this scaredy cat, man. Like, that was pretty terrible.
It's like, as much as we disagree, see, the problem here is that you built Lesnar so strong since breaking the streak. Are you really going to go back down here again if he, like, cowers and feared the Taker? So it's kind of like, I kind of agree with you in a way, because, like, it's like, as much as I'm happy to see Taker back, because that's a hair mark in me, in my blood, but the reality is that I love Lesnar as well, so it's like, are they going to ruin that? Because Lesnar's getting over-victim. The fans love him, man, so it's like, what are you going to do?
Oh, that exactly proved that, man. Technically, he was technically getting ready to be the poster boy, man. Like, I mean, that Suplex City chants are going...
You told me last Raw, he got a bigger reaction than the fucking Rock. You were telling me on the phone.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, it's louder than the Yes movement now, man. So why would you... And you could see that they were like, Suplex City, then all of a sudden, doom... You switch sides, and all of a sudden you're Undertaker now. So you done turned against Brock, the guy that could have been the poster boy, the guy that may not show up every house show, may not show up every Raw, every SmackDown, every pay-per-view, but when he's there, he's the only part-timer that truly delivers.
Even so you admit that, because, you're kind of anti-part-timer. You're not really anti, but you always admit that he always at least delivers the goods when he shows up.
Right. My other issue is... Good Lord, man.
Just let it out, man.
It seems like, why would you waste 2 years now? These are the questions that everybody assumes that this is a WrestleMania revenge. I feel, why would you waste 2 years, first year going after Bray Wyatt for no reason, just because he called you out, really? You don't have nothing to prove to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt had to prove to the world. Why would you go from that to, oh my God, yeah, this guy beat my streak? That doesn't make sense. My predictions is the reason he attacked him was because of the Kane incident. So maybe we will see a Brothers of Destruction type thing. Hopefully. I don't know.
So if it is about the streak, like, why would you wait so long, right, man?
Yeah, I hope it ain't that. I don't know, man.
So, do you think that they're going to damage Lesnar now, man? Because, I mean, he signed a new 2-year contract earlier this year. So he's going to be here for a while. But I think that you could damage him, though, man. As much as I love Taker. If Taker gets his win back.
Well, it damages them both. I think Undertaker needs to come there and push people, man. Give it help.
He should attack Bray Wyatt. No, well, not attack Bray Wyatt, but Bray Wyatt should have attacked him.
That's what it should have been. It should have been Bray Wyatt wins due to disqualification because he attacked him.
Yeah. Because really, Bray Wyatt, this should be about Bray Wyatt and Taker, because if they really have Bray Wyatt just lose Taker and they don't ever mention it again, they just come off and that's such a bummer.
So I got
a critical win against Taker.
Was it the Shield or was it the Wyatt family that injured Undertaker?
I think it was a Shield, yeah. I can't remember, though. It's been a couple years.
Why would you not?
So why did Taker attack Rollins as well?
Doesn't make sense,
now,
man.
One thing that could be, though, man, and we haven't mentioned yet, what about corporate Taker? Suit and tie Undertaker.
Well, something needs to happen, man. I just feel that one more match, how many one more matches are you going to have? And let's face the fact, it's all is setting up for is WrestleMania, Sting versus Undertaker, Undertaker retiring by Sting.
Let's talk about that real quick. I know you were going off on the phone earlier. Like, tell these people, like, why are you against Sting and Taker? Because you make a good point about it.
All right. Why I am is because I feel that Sting, like they always say, that Sting is WCW. When you think of Sting, you think of WCW. I really don't, but I guess the world wants you to think that. That if Sting does beat Taker at WrestleMania, that basically it's saying that WCW won the Monday Night Wars.
And Sting is better than Taker.
Right, exactly. It's basically Sting's better than Taker. Sting's better than Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar beat the streak, but he did not end Taker.
And Sting's career, Taker still came back and even got revenge on him now. So, and granted, he's probably going to beat him at SummerSlam because it's a given now. Taker at SummerSlam.
So I'm more excited about the SummerSlams, the Survivor Series, and stuff like that. WrestleMania is probably not the most important pay-per-view to me anymore.
I don't think you're gonna mark out at WrestleMania.
Probably not, man. I mean, it's gonna have its probably good moments. Honestly, probably the most one that I'm actually looking forward to is I see a prediction. I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. Royal Rumble winner, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, you think so?
Bray Wyatt's winning the Royal.
I'm hoping so. I think he.
I think this year is gonna be Bray Wyatt. Next year will be Bray Wyatt.
Well.
Believe that.
Believe that, brother. Well, Taker's back, and he's supposed to open Raw tonight, but, man, I don't know, man. I guess you're right. I mean, Taker's, it's kind of hard to see your favorites older, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Do you think that,
I mean,
my question is, like, what happens to Rollins now, though? Because Rollins escaped tonight, yesterday. But
my predictions there is I'm seeing the Authority punish him because of what he, to my understanding, I think after, Raw went off the air, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was video footage of Seth coming back and attacking Kane after Brock Lesnar beat him.
Yeah.
If that's true, and I do remember that wasn't just a dream of me dreaming about wrestling, because I dream about wrestling in my sleep.
Yeah.
In my sleep. No, you're old, jabroni. Shut your mouth, jabroni. Yeah, man.
Yeah, brother.
If it won't, I see the Authority turning against Seth Rollins, hence why there's going to be a Triple H Seth Rollins feud. I think the Shield's coming back this year. I think the Wyatt family's coming back this year. I think Brothers of Destruction's coming back this year. I think we're going to be surprised by the tag teams, and I think that's why the tag team division has went sour, and that's why they're going to have to build it back up. It's because you have people like the Usos. One of them is injured. Cody Rhodes and, Goldust, went their separate ways there for a while. Are they going to team back up, in honor of their father or whatever? I just think, at this point, there ain't no tag team, so you're going to have to build that division, and I believe this is also going to be the year of the stables.
I think so, man. And hopefully, man. My only problem, though, before we end this video, though, is like, no Dean Ambrose on this show, man. No Ambrose.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why, man, because I think he's going to spit in the face to them saying, why the hell didn't you put me on this pay-per-view? He's going to go all-out warfare on Raw.
Yeah, man, Ambrose is the real Stone Cold match that they met. The real Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. And if people look at it this way, there's no one Dean Ambrose. When you really look at it, when you watch Raw, when you watch SmackDown, when you watch a pay-per-view, you get a different side of Ambrose every single time. He could be that funny-ass guy, that guy, could be that guy. He can be the mental case. He can be the extremist.
Yeah.
You get a different guy every time. So that's why I've always said, controversy alert, he's better than Stone Cold. Stone Cold always did the same old...
hate for that, man. Stone Cold's a character. Stone Cold's a character. He ain't that anti-government or whatever, anti-corporate or whatever.
He's the most corporate kiss ass there is. He's more corporate.
Oh, man. Here we go, man. Raw&Uncut, baby. Hey, how about Ambrose and Stone Cold Steve Austin, man? Might as well be all out, man. Ambrose.
It needs to happen, but we're going to know who gets that victory for no reason.
Stone Cold, man. Of course, Stone Cold said he's never coming back, but I don't buy that. I think Austin will probably have one more match.
What I think with Austin, man, is since it is Texas, he's going to be a special guest referee.
You think so for the main event, or?
I'm seeing it surprisingly Possibly Taker and Sting.
Taker and Sting. I kind of figured that. Yeah. Damn, man. Well, I guess to close this out, man. Not as strong show as last year. What do you think, man?
It was. I just figured the surprise. The reason I probably couldn't mark out if I wanted to is there was no surprise of Undertaker coming. What disappointed me was the other rumor that Bleacher Report and people like that said that Sting was going to be there. Do I think Sting's coming out on Raw? Yes, I'm going to go ahead and say he's coming out on Raw.
Remember, Sting and Bray Wyatt feud's a rumor. Sting and Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt's going to come out there with, Luke Harper. He's going to talk his, thing, and all of a sudden, and he's going to appear everywhere. There's probably going to be a ton of Stings everywhere, and probably none of them are the real Sting because they don't want to show up to shows. Piece of crap.
Hey, just for the record, guys, he's not a big Sting fan, man. Is that true, man? You're not a big fan of Sting?
I ain't saying that guy, man. I don't see what the fuss is about, man.
Hey, do you think that he's getting the red carpet because he waited so long to sign for WWE? He's getting the red carpet treatment. New DVD.
I think make his rules, and this is what I say about part-timers, man. Undertaker, as much as I hate the once-a-year guy, it's still Undertaker.
Taker earned it in a way. He's very loyal.
The Rock. When that time comes, when he ain't rock concerts and crap like that, when The Rock comes out there and becomes The Rock that we used to love, it's worth it. It's worth him picking his time.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, the $9.99 ain't doing it no more, so I guess he don't need to come out there and say,
they kind of stopped doing that promo.
Yeah, now that's done. But Brock Lesnar comes out every single time. As much as I hate when he does not show up, he does show up.
Yeah. And he works more shows.
Seeing what's your excuse, man? It's not like he's hurt or injured. The man did a full-time career at TNA. You can't do a full-time career at WWE, man?
Red Carpenter, man. He's got 2 DVDs, man, 50,000 shirts, and...
God is secretly destroying WWE within, my personal.
I have to ask you, though. I don't think I've asked you on the phone yet, because, you're a Bray Wyatt guy. Are you kind of worried about Bray Wyatt facing Sting, man? If they have Sting beat Bray Wyatt.
I think that's what's going to happen, and that's when I'm going to kick the TV.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to lose it, man. I'm telling you, I'll hate him even much more, man.
And he hasn't really, I mean, he wasn't good in the ring in TNA, but he's like, his wrestling still. Remember WrestleMania, man? Him and Triple H.
Oh, God, dude.
I had to remind you about that match, but...
That's by far the worst match in history, man.
Triple H always brings it. You had to ruin Triple H's perfect WrestleMania record. You had to.
You really did, man. And not just WrestleMania record, period record.
True.
Triple
the game, man. Cerebral assassin.
He delivered every time, and I feel that DX and NWO stole the show, man.
They say that, man. Let's be honest. People said the match. You want to know people said the match because I'll tell you why. The fucking nostalgia of finally seeing DX and NWO in the same ring, duking it out.
And let's talk about that. Let's face it, even though I'm probably going to side with NWO like I always have, I had the question of who the hell do I go for, man?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. If you're going to bring back some crippled-ass people that can barely walk to the ring, bring back NWO and DX.
Let them duke it out, man.
One more time.
Tease, man.
And I don't want it done after there. I want it to be the original NWO, original DX. Bring back some of the old ones. I don't give a damn. Add more people to it so when that match is finally over, I say WrestleMania, NWO versus DX, Monday Night Wars match.
Go, bring back that nostalgia.
And when I say with that match, to make it so good, this is the day they can break the rules. This is the day you have D-Generation X, Attitude Era rules, WCW, NWO rules, no PG shit. Let them go. Let them do their fucking thing. Let them do their fucking Raw and SmackDown things where you got Shawn Michaels with a damn sausage and all that to bring back that whole thing. And I'm telling you, that would steal WrestleMania. Do that. After you do that, get new people like a Dolph Ziggler to be an NWO or D-Generation X. So this new generation can like a new version of D-Generation X or NWO. I'm telling you, that would be my favorite moment in history.
Follow through on that WrestleMania tease, man. Follow through with it. Give us the damn thing. We're going to tease us.
Yes.
Give it to us.
Break the rules. Even if it's got to be Extreme Rules. You don't want it at WrestleMania
Hogan
Extreme.
One more match. That's Hogan's one more match, like you said.
Attitude Era style. War for one match. Just one match.
Now, one more question for you, man. Now, in WCW days, Sting and NWO were like bitter rivals. So, why were they helping Sting at WrestleMania? The NWO?
Because he was at one time an NWO
I guess
member.
it's because it's brand loyalty. You know, we're WCW blood, so we die. You know.
It was. That's pretty much what it was supposed to be. But I'm sorry.
Because I remember they had like a huge feud in WCW, right? Sting and NWO. It was like a big ass feud or whatever.
Then he went red and black, NWO and crap like that.
One last question, I guess. I gotta take off here, but why is Sting considered? I mean, who in your opinion, who is the true face of WCW? The true face. That's what they say.
I'm gonna go and say this. This is the mark in me. I'm gonna say NWO because if there was no NWO, I probably said this on the video time and time again, but the people that grew up in this era know that NWO is the only reason D-Generation X was ever a thing, because WWF had to create a stable like NWO.
Yeah, they had no choice.
All right, I'm gonna say NWO. I do believe they were destroying WWF at the time in ratings because of NWO 2LG D-Generation X. It wasn't Stone Cold. It wasn't The Rock.
And who created the Attitude Era? NWO created the Attitude Era.
There you go.
So why is Sting at the credit? Sting did not do nothing, man.
So when I say that, who else do I think of, and who else pretty much carried WCW besides NWO? I'm gonna say Goldberg. As much as I hate it, you know me. I can't stand Goldberg, but I will say, why would you put Sting at a pedestal when you got this guy that was undefeated for I don't know how long? How is he not the face of WCW?
101-0, man. You know what I'm saying? And Goldberg, okay, what's with this? He sucked in the ring, but he had a certain presence to him, man. Like, you bought into him in a way.
It definitely was. I mean, now Goldberg and WWF was even worse. You know, that was terrible. But the Indestructible.
Even Chris Jericho in WCW. I mean, he wasn't the face of WCW with Jericho.
There's plenty of names that I can pop off the top of my head. Dusty Rhodes was NWO.
DDP.
Dusty was WCW. Ric Flair, baby, woo, was WCW.
Diamond Dallas Page, baby. So,
Sting.
Well, how did Sting get the credit, though, man? I mean, okay, he was there from the beginning. Is that why?
And then that's the other thing I don't like, that they try to build this son of a bitch up, and that's why I feel like WWE is kissing his ass, is the man's got more shirts than John Cena, for one. He's got more shirts than he has wrestled in his career in WWE.
Yeah.
There's so much I can say about this guy, man. That I get it. The Starcade, the old school 80s Starcade Sting, spiked blonde hair, I give it to you. That's Sting.
Yeah.
The whole Crow gimmick, he was not WCW. I'm sorry. And he damn sure wasn't TNA, because honestly, why did you build this guy up so important to belittle a guy like AJ Styles that all of a sudden became a wannabe Ric Flair?
Yeah. He kind of ruined that kind of TNA in a while, man.
TNA guys don't need to follow ship and like WWE because Sting's there. I'm sorry. He wasn't TNA, he wasn't WCW, and he damn sure ain't WWE. He sucks.
This is what I'm saying. NWO deserves the credit for being the face of WCW, man. They deserve more credit, man. Because what would WWE be without NWO, man? No DX, no crazy storylines, crazy shit happening, man.
There you go, man. I'm sorry, this guy, there's so many names to name in WCW compared to this guy, man.
Even Booker T, right? Booker T, Scott Steiner.
Booker T, there you go. You can name them, dude. You can keep naming them and keep naming them. Hell, I'm even going to say Buff Bagwell, baby.
Even more than Sting, oh, man.
Inferno, baby. You want to talk about a person that never went to WWE, that, didn't jump ship? I mean, I don't think Disco Inferno was never WWE. Could be wrong, could be eating my words here, but there's many a guys that were WCW that never came to WWE. Sting ain't the last standing guy from WCW. You can kiss my ass on that. There's no.
Well, I guess we'll end it out here, man. This has been a fun one, man, for 1 anniversary. So, what do you think, man? This is a good one.
Man.
All right, brother. Take us on out of here, man.
Follow the message!